So my name is Niklas Eskilsson. I'm from Gothenburg, Sweden. I was actually a complete beginner before I started taking lessons with Tom Hess. I had taken a sort of beginner's course back home, 10 weeks, 1 hour a week, whatever, to get started. And that was basically a test for myself to see, can I learn to play guitar? And I figured out my only takeaway from that was that I can learn, but this is a shit way to learn. So I started looking online. I found all sorts of free things, and after a while I found Tom Hess on YouTube. I remember the specific video about music intervals. Even though I had no idea what the minor third was at the time, that gave me the impression that you can control what you express through music, which is what I'm looking for in the long term. And from that moment I was sold, basically. I started taking lessons. I've improved massively ever since, and it's been the best thing I've ever done for my music skills. I had already tried doing something else. Again, before I joined, I am generally a fairly skeptical person. I had no idea if any of the stuff I heard was true, but I decided I'll join and try it for myself, right? And again, as far as I'm concerned, I got a very serious impression from Tom Hess from the start. The fact that he just asks you to go into specific detail about your goals, stuff that I had even considered at the time. I knew some guitar players I wanted to be able to play like, but I had no idea exactly what I wanted out of music. So just seeing that convinced me that this is for real, this is serious. And then just the quality of the lessons and all the help I get from the forum and Tom Hess himself is what has made me the guitar player I am today. I like taking online lessons with Tom Hess because they are specifically tailored to my goals. So whereas if I was to take lessons anywhere else, I would very likely just get a bunch of random stuff that this is cool to learn, or this is a song, piece of a song, or whatever. That was really the main thing I never understood with normal lessons. You just work on songs. You never train specific techniques, never worked on anything specific about picking or about my fretting hand or even bends or vibrato or whatever stuff I never even heard of being worked on anywhere else. So that's the main thing I like about taking lessons with Tom Hess. Well, my guitar playing has exploded in every way imaginable because I couldn't play shit before I started taking lessons with Tom Hess. And now I am getting fairly close to where I want to be. I still have a long way to go to perfect things that make them work smoothly together and compose my own music. But I know how to do all that stuff now. I know exactly what I have to do to get to where I want to be. All I have to do is keep working. The goal-oriented approach, I think, is absolutely needed to ever get anywhere you want to go as a guitar player, because if you don't have a goal in mind, how do you know if you're improving, or if you don't even know what you're working towards. You're just picking up a guitar and doing stuff. So you absolutely need to have goals in mind to be able to get to where you want to be. And for many beginning players, you probably don't even have a specific goal. I didn't. And that's another thing that Tom Hess will help you specify, not only through questions, but there's so many other resources around on the forum and so many other people that have worked through this already that can help you. So even if you just have a vague goal of what you want to be able to play like, you will get the help to specify that further, which will then help Tom Hess help you even more to get to where you want to be. The other students of Tom Hess are incredibly inspiring to be around. The first time I saw videos of students of Tom Hess, before I signed up myself, I thought that you had to be a borderline professional guitar player to even take lessons with Tom Hess, but it turned out that you can start from pretty much a complete beginner, be around these guys. For me, I was probably the worst guitar player both on the forum and in the room when I met these guys live for the first time, but that also means that I have by far the most to learn. So being around all these guys has helped my progress immensely.